Am I the coolest? No. Hi everyone, my name is VikiMew. I'm a Let's Player who plays a variety of different video games, both new and old generation, so if that interests you at all, please consider subscribing. Also, give this video a like and a comment if you do enjoy it because it helps me out a bunch. Okay, so today is my 200 subscriber special, yay! I am so happy, guys. Like, I didn't expect this at all, especially as soon as this as well. Like, I really didn't expect it at all. So thank you to every single one of you that has subscribed. Like, I honestly kind of can't believe it. Like, honestly, it means so much to me that you have thought my content is worthy enough to, you know, come back to. You know, it means it's incredible. So thank you so much. In this video, I'm going to be doing a Q&A. So I asked people to ask me questions. Yeah, and I said that they could ask up to 3 of them. So I managed to get a few responses and I'm going to read them out in this video and give the answers to them. So I hope you enjoy. All right, so the first question is from PotatoTurtle, who is on many different places. Twitter, Discord, YouTube, you name it. So anyway, he asks, what are your top 5 video games? Okay, so that is a really tough question to ask me. I think even if you ask like what my top 10 is, that would be incredibly hard. But the answer pretty much changes all the time, but I've written down already like a few that I can kind of think of at the top of my head at the moment. So one of those would probably be Alice Madness Returns because I absolutely love that game. It is something that I've played multiple times and I probably will play it on this channel as well because I do love it a lot. Another one is Voodoo Vince because, I mean, of course, it's like the first game I played on this channel and I absolutely love it because it was one of my all-time favorite childhood video games and it got me really into the whole voodoo kind of stuff. So yeah, that's definitely like, I think that's always going to be on like the top 5 for sure. Another one is Fable 2 because I also absolutely love that video game. It is one of my favorites of all time. It's pretty much the all-time perfect video game for me because it has the whole RPG elements in it. You know, you can kind of like customize your character as well. You can have a family. You can go to work and do things. You can be a literal landlord. You can literally buy every single house, every single property you see, you can buy it, even the businesses. And you can choose to live in whatever one you want to buy as well. So it's pretty great. Also, the combat's pretty fun. It's pretty fluid. I love the magic in that game. Like, a lot of people like the magic in the first one. I mean, the first one's magic looks pretty cool, but it's so finicky, so I don't really like it that much. But I just love how easy it is and fluid and how you can just go between like magic to melee to skill, you know, range skill sort of thing. And it's just, oh, I love it. Love it so much. And then I've got Red Dead Redemption 2 because I play that like a lot at the moment because I just love how immersive the game is. The story of the game is brilliant. So if you haven't ever played the story, I definitely recommend it. It is a bit of a pain in the ass, like getting to different places because the map is pretty big and all you have really is a horse. But it's still really fun. And if you like immersion a lot, you'll absolutely love this game. Also, the online is really fun despite its content issues at the moment still, but it's still fun. You know, I play it regularly a lot, and so that's why it's one of my top 5. Mass Effect 2 is another one because love the Mass Effect games. and 2 is my all-time favorite because of just the sheer amount of choices and consequences it has in that game. Also, you can remember Scariest in that one, so yeah. And then also, I want to give a quick shout out to Skyrim because I love Skyrim, and I think that's always going to be one of the top ones. And I couldn't decide between putting like Skyrim into this list and then maybe Red Dead or like Mass Effect 2. I don't know. It was hard, but I just want to give a quick shout out to that. So Potato also asks, what was your favorite cartoon growing up? So I watched a lot of cartoons growing up, but the one cartoon in particular that I was absolutely obsessed by was Powerpuff Girls for sure, because oh my gosh, I was obsessed with that cartoon. Like literally, I had the toys, I had plates, I had mugs, I had backpacks, you know, you name it. I had everything Powerpuff Girls related. And the thing is, like, back then when I watched it, it was full of like a lot of action stuff. It's nothing like the new one where it just seemed so boring. But back then it had so much action and everything, and I just really enjoyed it. I even have a PlayStation 2 game of Powerpuff Girls. I mean, when I said I was obsessed with it, I was obsessed with it. So yeah, Powerpuff Girls. And then the last thing Potato asks is, am I the coolest? No. Okay, so next questions are from JDH Knox, who is from my Discord server. So he asks, what is the scariest game you've ever played? Ooh, my gosh, that is a tough one. Okay, so I'm gonna have to say Fear 2 because of whatever those freaking crawly things are. The ones that kind of remind me of like Wendigos from Until Dawn. Like, they are horrible. Like, I can never complete Fear 2 because those things freaked me out way too much. I mean, Alma herself is quite terrifying. If you've ever played any of the Fear games, you'll know that, especially when they came out. Just no. Big nope. So yeah, Fear 2. Next question he asked was, will you ever play little trash games like Robot Vacuum Simulator or Toast Simulator? I'm not entirely sure. I might do, it just depends. Like, I have a lot of video games that I have like on my list of what I want to play for this channel, so I might get around to something like that eventually. It just really depends what other games are coming out, and if it's requested of maybe that I will play it. I'm not sure, because I want to kind of play a lot of games that I really want to play first of all before playing anything that I'm not entirely sure on, if that makes sense. Okay, so he also asks, will you ever play for us viewers Crash of the Titans or Crash Mind Over Mutant? I'm not sure, because the only Crash game I played was the PS1 Crash, like the first Crash game. And I don't know, it frustrates me too much. I think I would just get too mad about it, and it would make me more infuriated than actually make me feel like I'm having fun, if that makes sense. But I might do. It depends. Again, it's something maybe to think about for the future, but I probably won't play it anytime soon. Millie Blue asks, what's your favorite game? Okay, so I've already answered what my top 5 are, so if I'm going to like pick out one from all those I said, I'm just going to quickly say Voodoo Vince, because it's Voodoo Vince. I have to say Voodoo Vince. The next one she asks is, what genre of games do you like the most? Ooh, that is a tough one. I'm going to have to say RPGs. There is a lot that I really enjoy, and ever since I found out about RPGs, I absolutely fell in love, and I kind of don't enjoy other genres as much as those ones probably. So I would have to say that's probably my favorite, though I have so many different favorite genres of games, to be fair, because I like a variety, but yeah, RPGs for sure. And then the final question by Millie is, who do you like playing games with? Well, Mel, you for one thing, but also PotatoTurtle, Nimyola, Goosemaster. Then there's a few other people that I like playing games with as well, but like those are my Muxtrax as well. Ooh, it would be hard. It would be hard to say. I've made a lot of new friends. I've just started playing games with, but you know, the people I mentioned are like my main people that I play games with. So I'm mostly confident around them, and I know I can just say whatever, and they don't care, or they just find it funny, and they just say whatever back to me. So yeah, it's probably those people. Okay, so Zen's YT from YouTube asks, what was the first game you played? Ooh, that is a tough question because the first ever game I would have played was back when I was probably 3 years old. And I have a funny feeling it's probably a Teletubbies game on PC. I have a feeling that that's what it is. But if you want to know, like, maybe more of like a proper game that I first played, was probably on the Sega Mega Drive that we had, and it was either like this ping pong kind of, not ping pong, was it? A pinball machine game, or James Pond. It was one of those sort of games. Those were one of my firsts anyway. But it was so long ago, like I don't even really remember. Tyler Denton from Instagram asks, what is your favorite multiplayer game? So that's pretty difficult as well. Currently, I would say it's between Phasmophobia, Red Dead Online, Monster Hunter Worlds, and Fable 3. So it's really hard to pick out of all of them because I love them all for different reasons. And Phasmophobia, I guess, counts a little bit more like a co-op game. Same with Fable 3. But Fable 3's multiplayer co-op is extremely good. It's one of the probably the best co-ops I've actually played, and that's one reason why I probably really love Fable 3 is because of the co-op, and that is just utterly brilliant. But yeah, Phasmophobia, it's really freaking fun. I love playing with people on that. I've become so addicted to that game. It's unreal. But yeah, Red Dead Online, because I really enjoyed playing that with people. Also Monster Hunter Worlds, because I also like playing that with people, and that's what I mainly play at the moment. So it's between all of those. And then finally, Gregor from Discord asks, what inspired you to start creating videos, especially at a time where YouTube seems to receive so much criticism from its creators? Okay, so, well, I started creating videos back about 3 years ago, I believe. And I mean, back then, I've been wanting to make Let's Plays and things for years and years, since I was about 15 years old, because my favorite YouTuber at the time that really got me interested in YouTube and Let's Plays was PewDiePie, actually. And that was back when he was around like 200k subs, because that's when I found out about him and I saw him grow and everything, and it kind of really made me believe, hey, people that just play video games can actually do, make something of themselves. And it really kind of inspired me to want to do that myself. So I kind of always had that in my mind of, I want to make Let's Plays. It looks enjoyable and I really want to do that. So that's what really generally inspired me to start creating them. But during a time where it receives a lot of criticism, it's just the same thing. It's just something I've always wanted to do. And because of my mental health condition, I'm not allowed to work currently. So doing this makes me feel like I'm actually doing something with my life, even though that kind of sounds really like depressing, but it makes me happy and I really enjoy it, and that's why I keep doing it, because it does make me happy and it gives me enjoyment. And when I see other people liking what I do, it does make me genuinely really happy. So yeah. And then the last question he asked was, how do you stay motivated? So yeah, it's really you guys. You're the reason why I stay motivated. When I see all the nice comments and things and people telling me to keep going and like those of you who tell me that you really enjoy what I do, it does motivate me to keep on going. Like, I get some bad comments sometimes, but I don't care about those because people doing that are just doing that because they're, I don't know, they're not just unhappy with something. You know, when I say negative comments, I mean generally negative, not like helpful criticism ones. I mean generally just people just, they're just nasty. But yeah, you guys that kind of like enjoy what I do, that's what keeps me going, and I really, really appreciate that. Okay, that's all the questions there is, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, yeah, leave it a like and a comment, because yeah, it helps me out a ton. The stuff that I always say all the time. I'm sure you're getting fed up of it by now. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you come back to see more of my videos. Bye!